Hey guys, it's Katie. So today I have an update for you on where I've been for the last few months or so. And I said that I was going to do this in a separate video because I wanted to do my haul in a different video just in case you didn't care about where I've been for the last few months. So the update, there's actually going to be two parts to this. This part, and then I will share another part where I kind of explain another reason why I've been gone for a little bit of time. But this one is all about happy stuff. So I'm pregnant and I can't believe that I'm saying that out loud because Ricky and I have been waiting so long for this, and I'm just so excited. We're so excited that it's like happening and that I finally am far along enough where we can start to tell people. And I've already told like family and friends and people at work and all that kind of stuff. So now I am telling you guys, and it feels so good to get that out there. You guys have no idea. It's hard keeping a secret that you're just so excited about for so long. I am now 15 weeks along and in my second trimester. So I've had a few doctor's appointments and I have my next one on Monday, the 13th. And so we don't know what we're having yet. We don't know if it's a boy or a girl. So I took a pregnancy test on February 22nd, and I know that the first time I took it, it was on one of those Wanfos. They're like cheap little internet pregnancy test strips. And Ricky and I, like, I didn't surprise him at all because we kind of, like, he was very in tune to when I could test, when I was ovulating, all that kind of stuff. So like, if I was testing, like, he knew that day. So there was no hiding it. There was no, like, surprise or anything like that. So, and I'm already out of breath. So I apologize if you're like, wow, what a heifer. Because literally just talking makes me out of breath already. So anyways, I took a pregnancy test on February 21st, and it was on one of those internet cheapies. And I was like, there's a line there. Like, there's two lines there. I know it. And Ricky was kind of like, I don't know, like, it's really light, and it wasn't really getting dark or anything as, like, time was passing. So he's like, take another one tomorrow and see what it says. So, of course, I wake up, like, first thing in the morning on the 23rd, and I take the test, and it was a big fat positive. It looked like this. It was actually really dark on a, like, better, like, first response pregnancy test. So, obviously, such exciting news. I mean, if you have kids, you know that, like, when you get that positive pregnancy test, it's just like your whole world around you, it's like time just stops, and all, like, you have like a million things going on in your head, even though nothing is moving around you. And I just sat there and I cried because we were just so excited. And so he believed me on the second one. I was like, I told you on that internet cheapie that was two lines, but so that was on the 23rd. We got to go to our first appointment, and our first appointment was really just to check to see if there really was a baby in there and if it was in the right spot. And it was, so that was a big relief. We got to get some pictures of the, like, sonogram, pictures during the ultrasound, all that kind of stuff, and hear the baby's heart rate. And the first appointment, the heart rate was 180 beats per minute, which sounds super high to me, and it is high, but the doctor said, you know, everything's gonna be okay. It's just because the heart rate is, like, just starting out, so it will go down as time goes on. Then the one after that will be when we find out what the gender is. We've had some, like, really interesting signs that it's going to be a boy, but and this is kind of going into why I kind of was MIA from YouTube for a little while. I was so sick, like, so sick. And I had absolutely no energy. So, and I'll tell more about this in my next video, but my next video isn't quite as uplifting and happy, so I don't want that to taint this video because this is just such a happy video. And so anyways, one of the reasons why I've been gone for a while is because I was just so sick. Like I would wake up in the morning and I would feel nauseous, and then I was still going to work all day, and then I would come home and then I would just sleep. Like I was knocked out. I would take a nap from like whenever I got home until 8 o'clock at night. I'd be up for an extra hour and eat dinner, and then I'd go back to bed at 9 and start it all over again the next day. So I was just really not feeling good, and obviously that made it really hard to film because I usually will film after work like I am right now, or I'll film on the weekends, but I always noticed that Saturday and Sunday were the days where I was the sickest. So that's part of the reason why I've been gone for a little while, is just because I've had zero energy and I've been really nauseous for the last, like, I don't know, 2 months. So, but I'm starting to feel better now. And I'm so thankful for that because it was rough. Anyways, so back to the strange signs that we've been getting that it's a boy. So the day before I took a pregnancy test, I had ordered some clothes online. I can't even remember where they were from, like where I had ordered from, but I got my clothes in the mail, and then there was another packet, like there was another item in the bag or in the box that I had, that I didn't order. And so I look at it and I'm like, oh, what the heck? It was a baby boy outfit, and I'll put a picture of it here. So weird. I was like, oh wow. And you know, at that time I didn't know I was pregnant, so it kind of made me kind of sad because I'm like, who would send this to me? Like, we've been trying for a while and it hasn't been working, and then I randomly get this like baby boy outfit in the mail. Well, then the next day when I could actually take the pregnancy test, I was like, oh my gosh, like how weird is that? You know, I just happened to get this random, like I didn't order it, nobody sent it to me, it was just like shipper's mistake, like they put it in the box and they weren't supposed to. So that was kind of strange. And then a few weeks after that, my aunt had this tea set that she was letting my sister and I have. It was kind of like, my grandma used to always, like when my grandma would come visit, she would have tea parties with us. And so my aunt had this like really nice silver tea set, and I was thinking, oh, if I have a little girl, like I'd want to do that too. Or like my mom could have little tea parties with my daughter. And so my aunt said that my sister and I could have it. So my sister took a couple pieces and I took a couple pieces. And then when I opened the like the top of one of the little teapots in the set, there were socks in there, like newborn socks. There were 2 pairs. There was one pair of socks that were white and one pair of socks that were baby blue. They were literally infant boy socks. And I was like, my mom actually saw them first because she was the one who brought the tea set over, but that was really bizarre. I was like, oh wow, like maybe my grandma from heaven is giving me a sign, or God is giving me a sign that it's going to be a boy. And I would love nothing more than to have a baby boy. And I just always thought like, oh, I'm going to have girls. But who knows? Maybe not. Maybe I'll be a boy mom. I don't know. There's been a couple other things, like our nurse practitioner, when she did our ultrasound, she you know, put the gel on the belly and she's feeling around for the heartbeat, and she like gets the ultrasound, like the baby on the ultrasound to show up, and she's like, well, to me it looks like a healthy bouncing baby boy. And then she was like, oh my gosh, I didn't say that, I don't know if it's a boy, I can't tell, like I don't know why I just said that out loud. And we were just laughing like, don't worry about it. And but again, another like weird thing that it was a boy. But all of my, and there's been a couple other things like that too, where we're just like, maybe these are all signs that it's going to be a boy. But we like my symptoms tell me that it's gonna be a girl just because I was so sick. And I know every pregnancy is different, but I know a lot of people say like when I had my boys, I wasn't sick at all, but when I had my girls, I was like vomiting all the time. And like I seem to be gaining weight everywhere, unfortunately, instead of just my belly, which I've heard is also a sign of having a girl. But who knows? I mean, we'll find out in a few weeks. But either way, I'd be so excited to have a girl. I'd be so excited to have a boy. We don't really have like names picked out or anything like that. I think to be honest, I think we're still kind of like coming to the realization that like this is really happening, and we're just kind of like taking it all in, you know. I haven't bought one single baby item. And I think I'm just kind of waiting to see if it's a boy or girl, and then after that I'll probably go nuts buying stuff. But yeah, so that is where I've been for the last few months because I've just been sicker than a dog. Everything so far seems to be okay. I would love it if you'd keep me in your thoughts and prayers as I go through this because it's so like nerve-wracking. My sister actually has like a home Doppler machine, and I went over to her house the other day so that she could test it out on me because in between appointments I'm like because I'm in a stage where I can't feel kicks yet or anything like that, and so it's like you're just hoping that everything's going on okay in there. And so because she had that machine, I went over there and I was like, let's see if you can find it, just to like hear the heartbeat, just so I could have some peace of mind before my next appointment. And she was able to find the heartbeat, and it was, the highest it got was 141. So as long as I can hear like a beating heart in there, I was like, oh, thank goodness. So that will get me through until my next appointment. But other than that, like any other symptoms, I've really just been like nauseous and really tired, but nothing else like crazy. The only real food aversions that I've had is meat cooking. Like I can eat meat, but the smell of it cooking just is like instant barf to me. And then as far as any like cravings go, none. Like usually I'm like a sugar fiend. I don't really care for anything sweet right now. I more want like salty and savory. Like I'll take a burger and fries any day. I want meals. I don't know. It's very strange. Like I'm not much of like a snacker right now. Like I want a full-blown meal and I don't want anything like sugary on it. Like I want salty stuff. That is all that I have for you today. So excited to share this news with you, and I hope you're as excited as I am. Hopefully you won't mind some baby videos thrown in here and there because I'm sure I'll be doing some shopping in the next like few months. And oh, baby's due date, October 27th. So it might be a little Halloween baby, we don't know. But yeah, we're just over the moon excited, and yeah, can't wait. So I will see you guys next time. Bye.